is complete.
Yes. Okay, moving on to the fourth set. Movie still in a good position. He still has 2 wins over Shine's 1 win. I'm glad that Shine is not going to let this be a 3-0 slaughterfest. I'm glad he's giving us a good series now. I mean, Shine looking a lot more confident right now than he did after the second set. After the second set, Shine just looked completely flattened. Like he couldn't even believe that a Protoss was about to take him down. But looks like he finally psyched himself into getting Mutilus out there. Hey, I remember, I can make mutas. Good job, Shine. And I have a feeling Shine's probably going to do that again in this game. But, yep, I'm looking forward to this one a lot. This is going to be on Fighting Spirit, the one map that's actually in the MSL, so Ranjan is going to be able to know the map much better here. El Nino and Eye of the Storm are not in the MSL and nowhere else, really, because yes, they are OSL maps. Very imbalanced, awful maps. I'm kidding. They are very good maps. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it's unusual that Movie won on Heartbreak Ridge and El Nino, and he lost on Eye of the Storm, because I thought for sure that he wouldn't be able to win on El Nino. But anyways, Mustard and Ketchup, looks like they switched the colors. So up here at the 2 o'clock position in yellow is Movie, and down in red at the 8 o'clock position is Shine, scouting diagonally once again. Okay, let's get a few predictions here. Mooney D911 writes, really looking forwards. He wrote towards, but whatever. Forward to the Movie versus Shine matchup. Hopefully Shine will lose so that we'll see a toss still hanging in there strong. Wink. Don't wink at me. That's a bit presumptuous. Okay. Cheerios and checks right. Shine defeated Bisu, Effort, Stork, and Glorious Fantasy. I think we have a fantasy fan here. His road was tougher than Movies. Not saying Movies wasn't tough at all, but Shine definitely defeated tougher names to get where he's at right now. Shine versus Flash Finals. Go Shine! Shine fan and a fantasy fan. Okay, here we go. Megadeth QC writes, Shine will get crushed into oblivion. And there's a nice picture of Shine who looks a little bit crushed in that picture. Take it home, Ranchin!
Take it home to some weird guy I don't know, yeah. Yeah, talking about mustard and ketchup, seriously, mustard, I love mustard. I'm a big fan of mustard, but the mustard in Iceland is horrible. They have this crazy little mustard they call the hot dog mustard, just the hot dog mustard, and it's sweet. It doesn't burn the tongue, it doesn't make you feel pain, it doesn't make you cry and wish your mommy was there to pat you on the back. No! It makes it sweet. It's like a piece of candy and it sucks. So here's to all you Icelandic people. Your mustard sucks. It's not good. It's supposed to burn your tongue. It's not supposed to be like a piece of candy. Don't want candy. I'm a damn hot dog. Want some onions. Want some ketchup. Want some decent amount of mustard. Okay. So
nice mustard rant.
Yeah, thank you. I needed to get that out there. Yes, talking about ketchup, my girlfriend loves ketchup, and I hate her for it. She puts ketchup on soup. So, that's a lie. But anyway, Probe here inside, trying to harass, almost getting picked off there, taking a little bit more damage, so he has to be very careful about how risky he is. And we keep getting that couple with a white hoodie. He's like, well, what's up? I'm only sleeping with this guy for the fact he gave me a white hoodie. An actual expo is going to be taken here by Shine after he gets his expansion. So he might actually go for 3 base yet again. He's staying very heavily on lair check, but I like this play that he goes for 3 bases. He makes sure he can support his lair tech, because if you go on 2 bases, you're going to have to move out, and you're going to have to pick up your 3rd base quick enough, and you're going to leave yourself a little spot, a little bit open a little bit vulnerable. Meanwhile, actually moving out with his drone, I think, to the low right-hand position, take the natural there. It's a little bit close to Movie's position, but so is the upper left-hand, actually. So no matter what base he wants to take, he's going to find himself at a little bit of a risk. He finds that he wants to take that, apparently, instead of picking up the base at the 8 o'clock, 9-ish o'clock, because that does have an entryway into that base, a small little ridge that you can abuse. It's fairly easy to defend, but overall you can abuse it if a Protoss player decides to mills in some Zerglings there. Meanwhile, just very standard cannons before gateway. Still moving around with that probe, being irritating, spotting everything. I'm not sure if he knows about that base at the lower right natural. So Shine here apparently thinking of replicating what he did in the first game. Wondering whether he has his second extractor going already. Not quite yet, but I'm assuming he's going to go for the same strategy. We're already on the way, so I think this is going to be quite possibly going to go for Mutas yet again. Try to do some damage, and Mutalisks are definitely viable on Fighting Spirit. The natural expansion, quite vulnerable to it, particularly Protoss. Turn players have a slightly easier time defending it, I feel, with cannons, but I feel that just for some reason Protoss just don't have as easy a time defending at the natural expansion against the Mutalisks. So if Mutalisks do come out, I feel that Shine will be able to overall abuse the map. And if this goes on to 5th set and El Nino, Shine's definitely going to want to make sure that he wins the second time on that map, because winning once against the Zerg is hard enough for Protoss on El Nino. Winning twice, 2 times almost in a row, it's pretty hard.
Yes, I agree. If this does get to a 5th set, I think he will go for Mutalisks on El Nino like he did against Stork to make that play a little bit better. It's yeah, a Hydra attack's not going to shock Movie again on that map, but it looks like Stargate's coming up for Movie, and I think you're right about Shine. I think he is going to go for a very, very similar build. He's throwing down his, what I assume will be the Spire as soon as his lair comes up. That'd be the most logical next step, and the Cybernetics core is spinning, so I think this is going to be for the Corsair upgrade, +1 upgrade for those Corsairs, make it much, much easier to tackle everything. The Citadel of Adun coming up for Movie as well. So he's going for somewhat of a Bisu build here. Probably going to get out some Dark Templar to try to harass that base down at the 5 o'clock as soon as he finds that. I'm not sure if he's found that base yet, but probably not. But he can assume that there's a third hatchery out there somewhere because he was in the main long enough to see when that lair came up. So he knows the timings on that. Okay, it looks like the first Corsair is going to be out for Movie. He's probably going to use that to pick off an Overlord. It's usually used to be used for scouting, but these days it's better to pick off an Overlord and then go in for scouting because you're probably going to lose that first Corsair anyway to Scourge. And Movie is moving out with a pretty small force, and he's falling back right now. I thought he was going to try to put on the pressure to that 5 o'clock base, but he's going out with a scout right now, maybe just to look for that base. That's the Corsair scout, so he's going to come down and see what Shine is up to. He wants to know if Mutas are on the way. That is going to be the big question mark for Movie. He's coming in, looking around. Does not see all of the larvae being saved up, so he's going to say, well, if he gets Mutas out, it's probably not going to be a lot of Mutas, so he feels a little bit safer doing that. Now he's going to try to take out one Overlord. He might not be able to do it, though. I saw that the Spire was up. Oh, a second Overlord being picked at by a second Corsair, so Movie could get a lot of damage done with his 2 initial Corsairs, throwing down 1 cannon just to be safe. But since he's going for a Corsair build, he only really needs 1 or 2 cannons at each base to be protected against Mutas.
Going very heavy on the stairs. There are some Scourge out, so he's running them back already to try to defend. Actually running it towards the 5 o'clock right now, so it might get the scout on that finally. Hatcheries, meanwhile, being produced by Shine. Not seeing any Mutas out there. I think the Mutas would have been out by now if this wasn't Muta build. Might be the timing to... Ooh! Sarah getting picked off there, but I think the timing for the Mutas should be that they should be coming out, if not already, in a few seconds. The first Dark Templar is out, and he's actually going to move out a couple alongside 3 Zealots and a Dragoon. Meet several Zerglings out. They're going to spot the DT. The 2 DTs, they're not going to bother engaging. These DTs might actually split up and go their separate ways, separate directions, try to pick off some stuff. Overlord actually already running, I think it was trying to fly across. There's no swimming in StarCraft. Nobody swims. But he was flying across that lake there, but decided to move back as soon as he knew the T's were incoming. They are going to be incoming. Try to see Zerglings trying to get us around the Dragoon. Not quite going to happen anything there. There is going to be an evolution chamber coming. There are some Overlords, but not really much else in the way of defense. No static defenses in way. Bunch of drones. I think these DTs are going to be able to do a lot of damage. Get a lot of damage done. There is that second colony, but not really much else. Drones getting it picked off. No sides. Oh, man. Sunken Colony's going to go down. Even a Corsair coming in to pick off the Overlord. A lot of damage done at this base. Uh-oh, indeed.
Yee.
Drones just milling around at the moment, so a lot of damage done. He's putting up his defense at his own natural, but he might even lose his hatchery. Most likely is going to lose his hatchery. So Movie's going to take an early advantage to start this game off. Has a lot of Sarahs in the air, so he's still going to be able to pick off any overlords that he wants. Going to pick off this entire base. Evolution ship are going to go down as well. So Shine was thinking of a ground army. Apparently, maybe he should have stuck to Mutas. Still has some Corsairs out in the field, but they're not going to be enough to really engage those Sarahs that have weapons 1. So, damn.
Yeah, that was a nice timing attack from Movie. Went in with a couple of Dark Templar. You can kind of see that Shine is letting his APM slide right now. He's saying, well, I lost my entire 5 o'clock, including an Evolution Chamber and 2 hatcheries, I believe, as well as 1 Sunken Colony. So I think he's going to try to go for an all-in attack right now and try to end it. So Movie's got to be prepared for that. All in from 2 bases.